to stay. The mountains echo with the roar. Each heartbeat's tune is asking for more. The mistress whisper, come and see. Unlock the chains to set us free. The sky bends low, the rivers flow through valleys wide where courage glows. No fear can stand, no chance to fall. The future calls us, hear it all. Onward we run through the great unknown, chasing the stars, making them our home. Adventures rise with the break of day. A brand new world is here to stay. The mountains echo with the roar. Each heartbeat's tune is asking for more. The mistress whisper, come and see. Unlock the chains to set us free. Along we run through the great unknown, chasing the stars, making them our home. Adventures rise with the break of day. A brand new world is here to stay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Inner Sleuths live stream. Today we got more Hytale stuff to talk about. I am really pumped for Hytale, and I hope you guys are too. I know my name's messed up a little in the top right corner. It's because I added Inner Sleuths on the end of it, so it's a little bit smushed up there. Sorry about that, but normally whenever we have guests or something on, you can see all their names and stuff up in the top right corner. I hope you guys are having a great day today so far. I am so stoked for one day, 19 hours, 25 minutes, 44 seconds, 43 seconds, counting down the seconds leading up to Hytale's release. I want to, first of all, thank all of my channel members, thank all of my patrons, everybody who makes it possible for me to host servers, run the community, run my YouTube channel. This is my full-time job, so I greatly appreciate all the support from everybody out there in the community. You guys are the best, and you guys are the reason why I'm able to pop up servers for everybody. For anything like Project Zomboid even. We have a Zomboid server going. We got the Hallowed Ground Minecraft server going. We have the Dune Awakening server going. We have all kinds of private servers over at Intersleuths, rebranded from Cheeky Buggers United over to Intersleuths to make it nice and clean for everybody, and nice one neat little package. So come on over and join the Intersleuths official Discord. You guys can get there by typing !Discord in chat now. It'll get you a link over there. We are so stoked for Hytale, and as the title would suggest, we have quite a bit to talk about from the creator tool aspect and all the endless possibilities. We have seen a lot of things come out as of late that have to do with creative tools and hosting your own servers and things like that, what you're gonna be able to make in Hytale. And for me, that's something that really speaks to me, because I love creating things in, well, Minecraft, and now soon to be Hytale. It's one of my favorite things to do because it allows us to express ourselves on such a deep level. You get to make something so uniquely yours and bring it to the world for everyone to have fun and play with. That's why mods are so amazing, because you can make mods for all kinds of games, and they really let you express some deep passion of yours to the world. And that's what Hallowed Ground has always been for me. We got a bunch of people in chat. Great to see you guys. Share the stream around with your friends so they can join in the conversation as well. But we got Black Pickle, we got Jade, we got Cad, we have Jess. Great to see you all here today. Thank you guys for stopping in. I am dual streaming, so if you guys are not yet following over on Twitch, or you are not yet subscribed on YouTube, please consider clicking those buttons. It really does help the channel out. And big news, if you guys are looking to pick up Hytale, you know me. I'll never try to sell anybody on a game. It's up to you if you want to spend your hard-earned money on which games. If you want to buy Hytale, by all means, buy Hytale. I'm here to show you what the games have to offer and share a little of my excitement with you and give you a little bit of an insight as to why I'm excited about certain games or why I think something falls short of earning at least my approval. But Hytale is one that I've been looking forward to for over 7 years now. It's just something that has always spoken to me on such a deep level because of the inner creator in me and wanting to bring a vision to life. And that is what Hallowed Ground truly is. For those of you who have not had the chance to play on my Hallowed Ground Minecraft server, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that up once Hytale comes out. I'll be talking with the community to see if that's something we're going to be doing or not. But I'm definitely looking forward to bringing Hytale, or bringing Hallowed Ground over into Hytale. So we don't have much time left. It's coming up really, really fast here, guys. As you can see, we got a timer counting down. They have been very vocal in the past couple of days, telling us all kinds of things about Hytale. Some really, really interesting things. If you guys like deep dives and you want to do some reading, you guys can head over to their blog. They have some really in-depth stuff here. We're going to be skimming over a lot of these, and we're going to be watching a couple videos and shorts and things that have been put out by the community. There's some mods out there. We'll skim through over on X and we will see what was posted to Simon. Simon has been just very, very active and very vocal. But let me know what you guys want to talk about here today, what you think the endless possibilities could mean for you and for the greater community. We have seen everything from different mods that are already being made for Hytale, all the way down to pretty much completely different game modes that have been made in people's spare time, in the developers' spare time, one of which was made by someone who's not even a programmer. It was just posted not long ago over on X by Simon. It was retweeted or something like that. And it basically showcases a side scroller. That is the beauty of Hytale. It is not just another block game. I want to also curb everyone's expectations with the launch of Hytale being just around the corner. It's important that we remember this is a game that's entering early access. Simon has done his best to curb our expectations and told us pretty much what we can expect. It's going to be rough around the edges. It's not going to be polished. It may be a great experience. It may not be a great experience. I'm just looking forward to being able to experience it. And for me, being able to experience it is the great experiences. Good, bad, or indifferent, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you guys exactly what it has to offer. But if you are going to be getting Hytale anyways, you might as well use code SLEUTH at checkout. If you use code SLEUTH at checkout, it directly helps my channel out, directly gives me a little kickback for you guys. It's like an affiliate link. Basically helps my channel out, gives me a little kickback for you guys having purchased the game using that code. Lets them know where you found Hytale from. So I would greatly appreciate that. If you guys are thinking about getting Hytale anyways, use code SLEUTH, SLEUTH at checkout, and it will really, really help the channel out. Let's dive into some stuff. And I want to hear from you guys. That's why I do these live, is so I can interact with you guys and read your chats. I do my best to read all of the chats. I will always read channel members and patrons and all of you guys as channel members. Super chats will absolutely always be read. So make sure if you want something read for sure, throw it in a super chat. Cuddly, great to see ya. Welcome into the stream. Before we actually fully hop in, let's go ahead and let's give out some channel memberships to people. Say a little thank you. Now, we do mostly use Patreon for our supporters going forward, but there you go. We got Otis, Old School Online, Imperial Orc, Voromir, and Altered Ego Gaming just got free channel member here on the channel. So thank you guys for being subscribers. They go out to any subscriber. I have a short showing you guys how to enable gifting and stuff like that, so that way you can receive those free gifts if that's something you're interested in. But let's dive into some news here. As we know, one day, 19 hours, 18 minutes, and 34, 33, and counting. I'm going to pull up a video here. This is going to be our first little showcase and breakdown. This is one of the more recent things that was just put out by them. So let me go ahead and pull up this. This is on their YouTube channel. It's over on Hytale on YouTube. They have a crap ton of subscribers, tons and tons of likes on this already. There's already 14,000 likes on this, only 21 thumbs down. That really shows you how many people are super hyped for this. But I want to basically show a couple little pieces here. I'm going to turn off the lo-fi really quick so that we don't get any extra background distractions here. But this really will showcase, let me know if the volume's good. This will showcase some of the possibilities here. I know it's a little cropped on the sides, you just got to bear with me there. Essentially what we're seeing is they're in some type of tavern setting, and they have an object entity searcher here in this creation tools, world tools, and then there's some type of entity picker or something like that. Spawn entity, it says over here. I know it's a little bit off your guys' screen, but it says spawn entity, and they have NPCs, items, and models. Look at all these daggers we have. These look like claws of some sort. Again, I know they're off the screen just a little bit there. It looks like they have different colors to them. So there's green, blue, purple. Maybe these are rarities. I'm not too sure there yet. And this looks like common maybe in this corner. So these are common, like white or gray, and then blue, green, purple. So we're going to have some form of rarity or something like that we're going to be able to mess around with. Some type of fist weapons to go along with these daggers. Now, the progression may not be fully there at launch. We don't really know what to expect. I do know that modders have already had their hands on Blockbench now. We're going to talk a little bit more about Blockbench when we get further into the stream here, but basically what we're seeing is they're able to spawn in these entities, and they come in just facing, straight up and down or whatever, and they're spawning in a dagger, but watch what they're able to do with it. And this is going to be pivotal in the clutter and decoration of our worlds to truly bring them to life. So he has a map here. I started to catch on to what he was doing right when I saw him flip it over. X marks the spot. So you can see how you can angle them, the models on all these different axes, X, Y, and Z axis. And then you see how he can move it up, he can move it down, he can move it along all of these tracks in order to position this model exactly where it's desired to be, which is going to be right over that X there. Being able to do this in engine without needing a mod or some other third-party tool is really quite exciting to me. We got some meat chunk, and as you noticed, you can scale it up and down. So he's able to increase the scale of that meat chunk to be used as a prop here. I'm going to mute that music because I don't actually know. I'm going to turn mine back on. I don't know if that's copywritten or not, and I don't really want to get strikes, so I'm going to go ahead and mute that. It just occurred to me right now that may be copywritten music. Hopefully that would fall under some form of fair use. You can also spawn in entities. He's spawning in these troll-looking entities here, some stools, and watch this. This is how you're going to be able to really get the different effects that you want by using these models and this model editor. You can tip them over, you can do whatever you want with them, so you can truly get creative with these models and make a scene that is something deeply innate to what you're trying to make. It's going to be so connected with what scene you're trying to portray. You can roll it on all of those different axes. But you can see just how powerful these tools really are. Got some curtains going up here. And again, I cannot stress enough that this is all done in editor. If you look over to the right, you'll notice that you can actually see this is done in like a super flat world. So presumably we're going to have different types of worlds that we can manipulate the terrain generation. Cuddly says I would definitely not be able to do this. What do you mean? You mean like from a creative standpoint? Like you don't think that you'd be able to have like what, the patience for it or something? Or what do you mean by that? I think anybody could do this. It looks very intuitive, and you got to remember, the tools are only going to get better from here, right? This is the baseline, what they're showing off now, and they just got the game back. I'm going to go ahead and unpause Tangia. If you guys want to interact with Tangia, you can type !Tangia in chat now. You'll get a link over to our Tangia page. People like to do little dungeons and stuff on there. It's a fun way to support the channel as well. You mean you could learn, but it'd be hard for you? Well, I think anybody could really use this. And watch, he'll like copy paste this as well. He's gonna rotate it. You can copy and paste these things as well. I'm hoping, and we're gonna talk a little more about this later, I'm hoping that we can copy paste entire buildings. I did see a little bit of a demonstration of that, where they would highlight the different blocks or the region, and then they would make a file and import files. I'm hoping that we will be able to make our homes and mess about with making like parts of Bloodhaven, and then as the world eventually needs to be wiped, because we have version 1 of the world generator right now that's going to be live with the game's early access release, and version 2 is going to come at some point after release. I'm hoping that we can import our save files into these worlds. Oh, this is pretty unique. Watch what he's going to do here. I love the idea of using these in such a unique way. It's gonna stuff it in the wall to make a little stuffed head. And there he goes, copy paste these over. This is gonna make clutter decorating so easy. Zar says, also welcome into the stream. Zari says, I hope there's a way to access these kinds of things without needing to give creative access, just so I can take items I've earned in the world and decorate my house and area with these things. That's something we don't really know yet. That's a great point though. I'm hoping for the same thing. I hope that we get the ability to use at least some of these tools, maybe not flying around, but maybe the asset editor, maybe you can use those. I'm hoping we get a permission system where you can protect your plots and you can use these different paint brushes. This looks like it's just an item, so presumably as long as you had the item, you'd be able to do whatever it is. I'm not positive though, we really don't know. But that's why I'm really excited to get our hands on this game so we can hop in and test it all out firsthand. Look at all these different assets here. There's pumpkins with a little H on it for the Hytale, little faces, seashells, fire. So we're gonna be able to use these for entities as well, special effects presumably. You're gonna be able to put fire on something if you want this map to be on fire. And I'm assuming all of this can be integrated in with scripting. So imagine you make a script where if you sit down in the right stool and you put your glass at the right spot or something, or if you pull out a dagger, you put the right item on the table, it'll light the map on fire or do something else in the world. We have scarecrows there, different types of window panes, mugs, starfish, cobwebs, all types of different little assets. And this is just under one tab. You can see right here, there's all these different tabs, and this is all under presumably this entity. This looks like a little chair. This looks like potions and shields, but little diamond looking thing here, a leaf, water droplet, some type of coin, a little star for like special effects maybe. All these different tabs that can be used. Zar says, well, it's a mod, but they have chunk claiming, but I don't know what it will come with. Oh, there's already a mod for Hytale for chunk claiming? That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that already existed. But you can see it's clearly in a super flat world. I am hoping we have interdimensional support with the launch of Hytale, so that way we can have different dimensions that we can use for different things. We can have a super flat to just build stuff, to test that. Because my real intent with this is hop in, see what the game has to offer, maybe do mod spotlights and mess around with a bunch of different mods in different areas. I'm hoping we can have like a little modded world. I may need to host multiple servers, which again, that's why it's a huge thank you to all of my supporters, because it's gonna be extensive, the amount of infrastructure we're probably going to need in order to fully test out everything that Hytale is going to have to offer. But I am hoping at very least we get multiple world, like interdimensional support, where we can have a super flat world that people can teleport to, and I can make like a makeshift hub where we can go between these worlds. We just don't know until we get our hands on it though. But I love the level of detail and clutter that you can get. This is just a new entity tool, little spotlight that they did. to help show us a little more of what we're going to be able to do with these tools in engine. I cannot stress that enough. That is what makes this so special. It's going to put some Quebecs and some other entities. I think even make some of them sit down in chairs and stuff. Block bench. We need to get good with block bench so we can make all of the different entities that we're going to need for Hallowed Ground. We're going to need all kinds of demons and mystical monsters and witches and things like that. We're going to need a lot of items made. There's a lot of work to be done for Hallowed Ground. Look at that guy. Big goblin ogre. I love how they can just click and drag these things around. Do you think we'll have the opportunity to use these tools in like a non-creative mode? I'm not sure. I don't know. There's their little showcase on using those tools. I want to go over to their Twitter. Hold on, let me find it really quick. To their X. So here's Simon over on X. If you guys aren't following him yet, you really want to consider following Simon. It's at Simon_Hypixel. You can see his official tag right here. Simon has been absolutely instrumental. We could not do this without him. He has saved Hytale, got it all put into high gear for us to get everything all squared away so we can get it in our hands. Here is something that one of their level designers, quote, not a programmer, made. They basically made a quick side scroller for fun. Let me maximize this here so we can watch this together. This was made by a level designer. Completely different perspective, and it was presumably made all in engine. I don't know for sure, but seeing as it was made by a level designer, this could be just a level or an experience or an entire mod pack or an entire server dedicated to side scrolling. Anything is possible here. And that is really what's showing the endless possibilities of Hytale. But check this out. This was made by level designer, and we're going to get to see some top. Now, I'm not huge on side scrollers, but we're going to get to see some pretty cool side scroller action here built into Hytale. Some type of boss, block mechanics. I just can't believe this was made by someone who's not a programmer. That blows my mind. Some enrage ability or something on the boss even. And look at the detail in the background. There's like statues, we got lanterns hanging, the lighting is beautiful. One of my favorite things about Hytale is the fact that it's got so many beautiful looking aesthetics built into it. The lighting, the shaders, and all of that. So that's pretty cool. That was just made by a level designer, presumably in their free time, made a little side scroller. Right, and it's starting to show you what some of these possibilities are. Let's scroll through. Oh, this is another cool one. Check this out. I believe this is a mod. I have to play that again. I've watched this so many times. You have two big ogre troll guys in the background. These skeletons come out of these corpse piles. Watch this. From this book. I wish we could see what the name of this book is. But I don't think they actually put it in and out of their hand or anything like that. But check this out. Look at the animation on the book and the hand and the flash of light. Now he has 4 skeletal soldiers at his disposal. Necromancy in Hytale. This is going to be so great for Hallowed Ground. I don't know what's going to be balanced and what's going to be unbalanced. I got to watch this again, guys. It's just so good. Endless, absolutely endless possibilities. Let me know what you guys are most excited for in Hytale. I really want to hear from the community on this. Check that out. This is just the beginning. Simon says, another Hytale mod from the team. I think this one needs to be part of the game. I swear at this point, they are just pitching ideas in form of mods. So this was a mod that I guess someone from their team made. I'm wanting, Czar says, I'm wanting to get a druid class, and I'd love to set up different races to pick from. That'd be really, really cool. My vision for Hallowed Ground is being able to pick from all different types of races, and they each have unique racials, being able to soft pick a class, not really getting locked into a class, but being able to define your play style through what you wear, through what spells you use, and other things like that to have a truly in-depth roleplay experience. Now I know that Hytale is going to be great for roleplay. We've already seen that you can RP walk. We don't know what the chat system looks like just yet. I'm hoping we get localized voice chat at some point, if not at launch. I'm hoping we have local chat and or global and regional and maybe shout and yell, which they have radiuses around you where your voice will carry to. I'm really hoping we get a system like that, because that truly is what helps role players to immerse themselves in the world. Cuddly says, I can't wait to have wars and stuff. It's gonna be so cool, man. Can you just imagine summoning your own skeleton army and someone else does because they're part of a different coven or something in the Hallowed Ground mod pack, and just going at it? That's gonna be so cool. But that was something that I really, really enjoyed seeing. You have a bunch of stuff like this right here, different, you know, if you like the more cuddly side of things, you're gonna be able to do that with different mods. There's gonna be something for everyone, just like in Minecraft. What else do we have here? Oh, this is really cool. Check this out. This is an Arcanist workbench, and they summon right here a pet lantern. Takes a couple ingots, essence of fire, and they're gonna get a pet lantern. Watch this. So there's a lantern. They open the door, they go outside, and wha-blam, place it down. Now they have a pet lantern that's just gonna follow them around. Look at the animations on stuff. Absolutely endless possibilities. I'm so excited to see that the greater modding community, a lot of Minecraft modders as well, coming on over to Hytale. I think a lot of people are seeing the potential here. Just makes your life that much easier down in the mine. You can see in the bottom right there, well, it's actually off your screen, but that was picking up shale, cobblestone, and iron ore. The little lantern just follows them around. They come across some ruins or something here underground. That was really cool to see as well. Skeletons can spawn, so you can have things like that happen where they'll be triggered based on some type of status being met. So they opened up, they triggered that skeleton being spawned by opening up this little grave thing here, this tomb. It's really cool to see all of these things. Oh, this was the post talking about the new entity tools where they made this tavern. They basically designed this whole tavern using those tools that we just showed you guys. Really impressive work there. Another thing that you can do is you can already download the Hytale launcher. They were wanting to stress test their launcher and all the backend and stuff like that. So if you're on the fence about Hytale, understandable. I would at least urge you, if you're at least remotely interested in Hytale, to go make an account on their website, help stress test it. You could do that for free, and reserve your name. You can put in for a name reservation, so that way when you do, or if you do buy the game, you can obviously use code SLEUTH to help out the channel, but you can also apply your reserved name onto your copy of the game. So at very least, you can go and do that, and that'll help stress test the website and the back end, and you can download the launcher, I think, without having purchased it maybe, because then it has you log in. So I already have it downloaded. I'm ready to go there. I don't know if they're going to let us preload. I wouldn't imagine the game's very big, so I'm not sure that it's going to need to be preloaded, but the launcher can be taken care of right now. So head on over to their website, hytale.com, and you can download the launcher there. I found this really interesting as well. Check this out. I know it's cut off a little bit on the side right here, but it's basically just exploration world settings. You have a world name, you can toggle PvP and fall damage, day-night cycle 1x. I'm hoping we can go below 1x. I'm hoping we can set a percentage so that way We can have a 1-to-1 symmetrical day-night cycle, and we can adjust the speed. I like when the day-night cycles are nice and slow. In my Minecraft server, we have the day-night cycle on a half-hour day, a half-hour night, because in the Hallowed Ground mod pack and on our server, you have things that you need to do at night. You have rituals that take place at night, vampires and werewolves, and all kinds of supernatural things that need to go bump in the night. So being able to adjust the day-night cycle is really awesome. Death penalty, none, drop all, or partial. And I'm assuming if it's on partial, you can have durability loss and resource loss. I'm not sure how these all tie together here, but this is really cool to see. It says, explore an echo of Orbis, build, craft, survive, and find a way to restore what was lost. And then it says mods, no mods available. So that's a little peek into what your launcher will look like when you go into your worlds. Oh, this was another really cool one. I'm gonna mute it because I don't know if this is copyrighted or not, but check this out. This was made internally by them, internal modded Hytale content. It says, this is like a cyberpunk world. Again, made internally by the Hytale team. It really shows off the possibilities that we're gonna be able to do. I'm thinking this was all made with the in-game tools. I don't know for sure, but look at the scale of what they've made. It's absolutely insane. What type of world are you guys most looking forward to? I've heard a lot of stuff over on my Discord server, on the Inner Sleuths official Discord server, where people are really wanting to be able to make a Warhammer 40K universe, like I've heard cyberpunk, I've heard high fantasy, all different types of universes that people are wanting to make in Hytale. It truly is a platform. You need to scrub from your brain it being a Minecraft replacement or it being like Minecraft or anything like that, because it is truly something unique all on its own. Check this out. If this doesn't help drive it home, I don't know what will. Here's a mech that someone made in Blockbench. Absolutely amazing work. Here's a sword that someone made. Cuddly says fantasy and Warhammer, please. Both great genres. Here's a mod someone's working on that basically is a mover. Now this is very rough, probably implementation of it, but you can see it's grabbing a thing and then it's dropping the thing and the next one grabs it, and you just have it going in a circle here. So automation coming to Hytale near you soon. Here's some more little plushies and cute things that some people may really enjoy. Different aesthetics you can apply. How you can decorate your rooms. They did a blog post on their approach to narrative and lore, which we may check out here in a little bit. This is what we really need to check out. They did, and I think it was over on their YouTube channel. Let me pull their YouTube channel back up. They did an animation. I think this animation was fully done in engine, in-game. Let's check it out. I've already seen this. This is really cool, though. I'm actually going to unmute it, and I'm going to mute lo-fi just for this video. Look at the detail on this. I cannot wait to make things like this. Can you imagine making trailers for your mod packs or for your servers in engine without needing any other like crazy tools and stuff? I don't know what's going to be fully possible, but what does that mean, Cuddly? I'm not too sure what that means. All I know is this is friggin' awesome. He just munches them. Absolutely amazing. They showed off a long time ago the ability to have a rail system with a camera to like shoot movies and stuff in the engine. I don't know if I showed this with you. This was posted 2 days ago. It's a tool engine Minecraft uses a lot for more crisp animations. Oh, okay. So that's presumably going to be something that's going to be built in. Let's watch this one together as well. It's a very short one. It's only 45 seconds long. Let's give it a thumbs up. Look at the scale of what you're going to be able to make. Now imagine around the world being able to have these things and there's a boss inside of it, or maybe there's a GM. I think it'd be really cool to have GMs on the server that they have limited powers to enact certain things in the world around them that are on the next level of immersion. Look at the snow and the icicles hanging off certain parts of this Gothic castle. And just absolutely giant dragon flying by. We are getting close. We're getting really close to the release, guys. What else do they have on here? Oh, this was something I wanted to show off as well. So this was a month ago they posted this actually, but I don't think I really showed it off with you guys. Hytale is your game within a game. Yeah, absolutely. Let's watch this really quick first. I'm going to turn my music back on and mute theirs really quick. And I'm going to put this on. Let's turn the speed up. How do I actually do this? Hold on, let me see. Playback speed. Why doesn't it let me turn this up? What? Oh, you need YouTube Premium to do that now? That's crazy. Okay, well, I was going to speed it up, but we'll just skip through it because this is 9 minutes. We don't need to watch a whole 9-minute thing on this, but this shows you more of what the tools have to offer built into the game. They're messing around with making a portal here, and this is some type of magic portal _ void, magic portal, cinematic portal, appear XXL, cloth block, wool green. So there's that cloth block they're using as probably a reference. This is a time lapse, so it took even longer than this 9 minutes, but it really lets you see the nitty-gritty details of bringing something like a portal to life without needing to use a mod, being able to customize it and make it your own, changing the colors of it, the scale of it, the size of it, the animations and the swirls and all the little details, and parts of it could be modded. So you could take something like the ring that's around it with the runic etchings. You could use a custom asset for that if you wanted to, presumably. You could use any part of it custom. You could use a custom sound and use the other things that are just built into the game. But it really shows you, without knowing how to program anything or write any code, you can customize and use these assets to your advantage to do something that you want to do. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here so you can see this start to take form. They're actually building a portal. They did some effect. Look at that void effect coming off of that with those purple plumes. The tools that we're going to have at our disposal are absolutely next level. And let's skip ahead and watch the final product here. That's what I actually used for my thumbnail here on this stream. There's some type of monster in the background there too. You can see him skittering about. He's flying around, some type of watcher. There we go. We're going to get to see the final product here now. Imagine making this, using this in your hub world, in your town, in your city, on your server for people to be able to get around to different places. Absolutely next level looking stuff, guys. Let's go back in here and I want to watch. There was a couple others I wanted to see. Let's take a look at this right here. Boulder brush, grass brush, grass path brush, mountain brush, ruin roof brush, ruins brush. He's grabbing all these different brushes here. Look how you can just so easily paste these in the world. Normally for Minecraft, you'd have to use all types of mods, world edit, and all kinds of tools in order to do these things. Built right in. He's scaling it up, scaling it down, putting in a path effortlessly. We're going to be able to craft beautiful worlds. And look at it, it's not just doing a path, it's doing a path with splotches of grass, different types of moss, and all kinds of things like that, little mushrooms and stuff on the sides of it. That's the Wraith. That entity was the Wraith. Okay. That's pretty cool. Look how he's able to make these archways. You see some crystals there in the background. Coming from the point of view from someone who has created so many hubs in Minecraft worlds that were used for people to visit, to sell things and trade things, these tools look amazing. This reminds you of the StarCraft map editor. I could see that, yeah. This is what I'm really excited for. He's able to paste in these different ruins. Watch this. Oh, he's changing the width, the height. Look at that. Just seamlessly making a procedurally generated ruined structure. That's amazing. Now, imagine this. Let me paint a little picture for you here. Imagine you're able to build your house. Let's say we start testing with all the different features and stuff. You know, day one, we hop in. Maybe we start off with a vanilla server and then we try adding mods in. The nice thing is the mods will be automatically synchronized over to you guys. You don't have to actually download anything. It's all built right into the launcher and into everything. POIs are going to be so fun, Cuddly says. Yeah, absolutely. But imagine you start building a house. You really get a design down for something that you really truly enjoy. Or let's say we have level designers and admins who want to start making assets for Bloodhaven. What's to stop them from making the assets for Bloodhaven, like the tavern, the Blood Moon Tavern, and all these other recognizable POIs, and then once the buildings and structures are complete, saving them to a file for later import, so that way when we get World Gen V2 or something that needs to reset the world, we can ease that transition and re-bring the city back to life. You could even do the whole city and the different structures independently within it. I'm assuming that's going to be a feature. You can see, well, in the bottom right corner, you can see there he's undoing and redoing, repasting different things. He's switching between these different tabs here. I actually want to go back for a second. Right there. Hold on, I missed it again. 1 second. He's going to go to it. Right there. Look at all these different benches. This looks like alchemy, enchanting, some type of craft, all these different things for crafting. There's a little chicken coop looking thing. One of them looks like a sink. This looks like a farming wagon, an anvil, and maybe a blacksmith, maybe a trough, leather tanning station, a cooking hearth. All of these different furniture pieces here. Really cool to see. Yeah, making POIs is going to be absolutely amazing. Welcome in, everybody. A bunch of new people are joining into the stream. Great to see you guys. We're pushing towards 40 live viewers. Great to have you guys here. If you guys have any thoughts about Hytale, anything you guys want to talk about in particular, don't be shy. I love doing these live streams live. I like doing these live with you guys because we get to interact in real time and it's not just a video where you guys are watching after the fact. You get to interact here. So don't be shy. Let me know what you guys are most excited for about Hytale. This is like level and game designer heaven. Oh, 100%. I really cannot wait. And here is my overall dream for the Inner Sleuths server is to make a server cluster. I really, really, really want to make a ZRP server, a zombie roleplay server. A ZRP server will consist of, you pick a different class when you load in. I played a really cool one back in Gary's mod. Essentially, you could pick a class or a job and you're in a RP world where you're in this zombie apocalypse. You can have police, a mayor, you can have criminals, you can have all different types of professions and stuff, and they'll come with their own little perks and things like that built into its own server on Hytale. Then you can go back to the main lobby. You go back to the Inner Sleuths lobby. You can enter the Hallowed Ground world where it is a high fantasy magic driven supernatural experience. Then you can go back to the lobby and you can go to a mini game. Maybe you want to play like a top-down hack and slash Diablo style. They actually showed one off. I'm going to try and find it. If someone has a link to it, send it to me over on Discord. But there's a video of a top-down hack and slash that was made in one of their programmers' free time. Things like that, being able to go to those games from the main lobby and then return back to the lobby, That's what I'm really, really looking forward to. That level of immersion. He's going to spawn NPCs now. Let me skip ahead here a little bit. Let's see. Oh, he spawns the little corgi. Then he turns into it. That's something I'm really looking forward to. What's up, Cat Died? Welcome into the stream, buddy. Can you imagine having GMs that can turn into the dragons for the fights to make a truly immersive experience for stuff like this? That would be freaking cool. You take on the role of the NPC, and now you are that monster, and you can go and ravage someone's village, and they have to fend you off and set up all different types of events that are truly dynamic because they're made by people. Cat Died says that'd be incredibly cool. Hell yeah, man. It's gonna just be amazing. Look at that weird swirly thing on the side there. So these are different structures, as you can see. He's highlighting these different structures, and this is what gives me the idea that we'll be able to actually save our buildings and then repaste them in. So nothing we really truly do will be lost because we'll be able to save those assets and use them even after the world needs to get wiped. It looks like you can actually select individual rooms within structures. The voxel system of this is very detailed. You're gonna be able to select exactly what it is that you want to select. These creator tools are next level. Look, he's about to do a copy. I think he's gonna show us, he's gonna paste it and move it. Did he just, was that the map? Did he just copy that whole part of the map? Oh, he's coming over here to paste it, I think. Watch this. Look at that tab right there. It's got a little camera on it. That's probably how we're gonna be able to make our own in-engine movies, essentially, which is going to be really cool from a content creator standpoint. We're going to be able to make movies in game. Yeah, look, he copied that whole thing from that other spot. Let me go back a second here. I got to see this again. Did he go to a different world, or did he just teleport to a different space? So here he's going to do the pre-edit exit. He typed a command in. Here's the map we're working with here. Looks like some big trees in the bottom left corner. There's that big archway he made. So I guess he's just going here and pasting that structure that he just copied. Let's skip back ahead a little bit here. He's moving it down into the ground. You can see the anchor point is the center point of where you're looking at, where the structure will be generated from. You can spin and rotate. Look how fluid it is too. To do this with a mod in Minecraft, you will have all kinds of lag and issues and things like that. Just boom, look at, made it a ghost, moved it over a little bit. You can get the positioning just right. This is gonna make schematics and things like that absolutely amazing in Hytale. You're gonna have so many different awesome prefabs. Presumably, you're gonna be able to actually make your own prefab toolkits for your admins or your staff to be able to take and use to build villages with them. So you can have assets of like, here's an inn of a certain design, here's a house of a certain design, and these go together. So you can use that package to actually, oh look, he's got the camera mode. Cuddly says, I finally get the MMO I wanted, right? I wonder how big the servers are gonna be able to be. Is it gonna be like Minecraft where it's just a matter of how powerful your servers are and clustering them together and stuff like that? Really curious to see how that's going to function. Check out this camera mode. So he's adding keyframes right now, and I think he's probably going to show us the final product here. My only concern is for multi-threading. Now, I mean, I'm assuming this engine is probably going to be more advanced than... Do we know what the engine is? Is it their in-house? I know it has something to do with Java. You'd be able to code some stuff with Java, but I don't think it's fully Java, right? I remember at some point Simon was talking about performance being an important factor. Wait, did he just play the camera? Yeah, he did. Now he's changing the speed. Look at that. He went into camera mode, placed the keyframes where it's going to actually zoom in on the different areas. And now imagine a big battle or something taking place just underneath that camera. New engine will be C+ or C. Well, they're not really having a new engine. You're talking about the new World Gen V2? Because the engine, they went back to the old engine on purpose. They're not using the new one that Riot was making, so they're actually using the old engine. But this is gonna make content creation in Hytale absolutely amazing. Look at the whole track that it goes on. I mean, that is just so cool to have that built in. But yeah, the World Gen V2 is changing a lot of the way that the world is actually made. And we're going to look at some stuff about World Gen V2 here in just a little bit, because I'm super excited. I have a lot of hypotheses about things that are coming with World Gen V2. They have really long, in-depth articles on these that we can skim through if we want to. I don't know how much in-depth you guys want me to go, though, so let me know. But the fact that you can actually film in engine, that's just so cool. You already know someone's going to recreate Helm's Deep fight? Oh, I know, right? You can change the speed of it. You can do flyovers. I wonder if these are... Do these get saved to a file? Can you, like, save that run of the camera to a file automatically and then export it and just have that file? But that's some of the camera tools there. Look at that nice flyover. Little skeleton walking around there. During the day, mind you. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. What is this? Paintbrush tool. So he's grabbing a paintbrush tool. He's adding in some stone there. I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead. Oh, this was super cool right here. Okay, let me go back a little bit. This is the part I wanted to show you guys. You can paint on an invisible plane in space, like in the air. You don't actually need to have a structure to build off of, which is a huge improvement over Minecraft. I know I'm going to be comparing it a lot to Minecraft. It is its own game. It's not really even designed to be a Minecraft replacement. It's something unique all on its own with all these tools built in, but people are going to make the connection, right? So I think it's easier to correlate it to something that people are familiar with. There's that plane. He's able to build off of this, which I just find so cool. Creating things in this world is going to be so easy. He wrote high in just in the air. Daytime and nighttime are going to be rough. I'm really interested to see what it's actually going to be like getting our hands on it, the actual difficulty of the game. Obviously, nothing's going to be balanced, right? Right here, you can see he actually can move that plane forward and backward to be able to place things exactly where you want them to be. Cuddly says, Hytale equals more freedom. Minecraft boxes its players. I mean, with mods in Minecraft, you can truly accomplish a lot of things, but it requires so much more work. And I think that's what I'm most excited for about Hytale, is that it's going to be very accessible. Imagine you're not very good at modding or not very good at this, that, or the other, or coding. It's going to make it a lot more accessible for you to be able to create something truly special without needing to know that. It's going to remove a lot of those barriers and limitations, I think is what I'm trying to get at. There's that plane. You can tilt it. I mean, I cannot express how powerful that one system alone is. This is going to make it so much easier to create things. Now they're just doing some stuff, just showcasing all the possibilities of it, but it gives you an idea of what you're going to be able to do. Get those ideas cooking, guys. Let's skip ahead a little bit here. Let's see what he's going to do. What is this? Oh, these are air blocks, I think. Set empty. Oh, he highlighted it and he emptied it out with a command. Just changed it all to grass. So he's making a nice flat area to be able to work in. What's he going to do with this block? I think he's just showing us how you can actually adjust these selection ranges, these boxes. You can put them underground. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. Cuddly says, oh, that's cool. Yeah. This is just next level. I mean, it's literally world edit built into the engine, built into the game. And it's presumably going to be even more powerful. Look at that. He just put a whole bunch of grass blocks on top of each other. It's going to make building so easy. Let's skip a little bit ahead here and see what else they're working with, because I got a lot of stuff to show off. Oh, here, look at this prefabbed little crystal thing. I think he goes and starts pasting these all over the place, but you can twist them, rotate them. I'm really excited for things not needing to be placed facing a certain direction. That's one of the biggest limitations of Minecraft that just always irks my OCD. I want things to like be put in a corner and be angled facing outward. You can do that by rotating stuff now. There he goes, copy and pasting this. It's just everywhere. Seamlessly, with no lag. Look how fluid that is. Just to paste one structure using like Schematica or something like that in Minecraft is an absolute nightmare. It takes a long time. It hammers the server, has to generate all these blocks and stuff. Here, it looks very seamless. Let's see if there's anything else cool here. What is that? Let me go back just a bit and see what he's actually pasting. I'm not sure what this is that he's doing. He's like he's making a path. Let's see what the final result is. Is he selecting everything within that? He just connected them. He just connected all of those together. What is it though? It says basic measurements. The ruler tool allows you to measure distances between multiple points in 3D space. So maybe he's just measuring? Laser pointer. There's a laser pointer tool. I mean, what can't you do in this game? Welcome in everyone who's new. If you guys are not yet subscribed or following on YouTube and or on Twitch, I am dual streaming on both. You don't mind clicking that like button, drop a subscription, drop a follow on all my things. Really greatly appreciate that, guys. But welcome in. We got a bunch of new people hopping in chat. Do not be shy. Let me know what you guys think about Hytale and the stuff that we're showing off here today. Let me know what you're most excited for about Hytale as well. Pushing towards 50 live viewers. Great to have you all in here. Oh, here's like the erosion tool. So he's able to delete and erode with different shapes. Really cool to be able to make like a big crater impact site. I mean, literally endless possibilities. All right, let me see here. There was something else I wanted to show you guys. We watched the PvP video. Was it over on their website, maybe? Yes, here's the world generation. So they have a very extensive article on the future of world generation. This was posted on the 5th, so not that long ago. Around a week ago, they posted this. There's a ton of information in here. A lot of extremely detailed information put into these articles. And I love that. Now, we could read through this whole thing, or we could just skim over the very important parts. And I think that's the better option because there is so much here. But version 1 was developed from 2016 to 2020 and served as a prototype to understand their generation needs. It produces playable results in exploration mode, but we eventually ended up hitting barriers where we tried to create more zones and more complex biomes. And that's what brings us to version 2. So version 2 is in development since 2021 and addresses the barriers that they previously faced. And it's going to allow them to achieve their global design goals. V2 will completely replace the version 1 once we're ready. So that's where these wipes are going to come into play, guys. The worlds on our servers, if you're wanting to use the new V2 world gen once it gets implemented, most likely you're going to have to either generate new chunks out past your certain area or where you've already generated, or just most likely make a whole new world. We're gonna have to do that probably several times throughout creation. But that's why it's important for us to save the files for our houses so that way we can get them replaced in the future. But it's going to completely replace version 1. Hytale will launch with the version 1 because it already has many biomes and content ready to go. So basically, it'll be drop-in ready. They can just use the version 1 editor or the version 1 world generator, and it's just ready to go. It's already done. It's already got most of the things. So just allow them to polish V2 a little more so they can get it into our hands in a much better state. What else do they say here? We're now in the process of creating Orbis on V2. Once completed, V2 will become the primary world generator, and you will enter the new world of Orbis. V1 will eventually stop generating chunks, but your old V1 worlds will still be accessible. So that right there lets you know you'll still be able to go back to those worlds to copy and paste things to and from, but it's going to eventually stop working. They're going to fully transition over to the new renderer for the world generation. In the meantime, players will be able to see and experience V2 content in this that is under construction by visiting fragments of Orbis through gateways in exploration mode. Once we are ready, we'll begin testing. So we'll be able to actually go and see these things. I don't know what this looks like. We're gonna be able to go through some portal. Let's watch this video. This is gonna be the Taiga biome showcase. I'm presuming this is we're using the V2. So let's check this out. I'm gonna mute it. I love the beautiful lighting and the particles and the atmosphere and the fog and the mist, the little butterflies, the god rays of the sun coming up over the mountaintop there, the reflections, the shaders that are built into Hytale right out the box is just amazing. And it's only the beginning, guys. But check out this tiger. You got a little bird floating around in the background, a little owl looks like. I love the particles. It really just gives you that full in-depth immersion. You have some ripples on the water there you can see. Absolutely stunning. So beautiful. I cannot wait to see what types of magical biomes we're able to make and distribute them. I'm hoping that we can actually make a real world where we can have temperacy bands going through the world. So as you go more north or more south, things will get hotter, colder. You can have these different bands with the different biomes and stuff. I'm assuming we'll be able to do that. But there's a little adventure into there. Here's the internal design. So this is the erosion effect example. So let's check this out as well. Another little video we got. I love that they put these together. This is a very, very short little example. I'm gonna pause it right here. Here you can see a little owl flying down there. Look at the mist and the fog. I mean, to recreate things like this in Minecraft, you have to go to such extremes in order to accomplish this. This is just absolutely amazing. They've done such a good job with the world already, but look at the erosion here. You can see you get these nice steep cliffs with the snowy peaks on top, the trees coming up out of them, no trees on the sides. I love how it has more of a sense of realism to it. That was one of my biggest gripes with Minecraft, was that it always had like floating chunks and floating things that just didn't really make sense. The villages were always all messed up. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Hytale's world generation, even the V1, is going to look like out of the box. Belloc, welcome in. Great to have you here. He says you have to mod it at the least. Oh, for like Minecraft? Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, guys. I know there's a big divide between, you know, some people who really are diehard Minecraft fans and they're just being very, very, you know, toxic towards Hytale and thinking that people are thinking it's a replacement stuff. I love Minecraft. I'll always love Minecraft. They're two different games, you know. But yeah, I definitely agree with you that I mean, I run my server, my Hallowed Ground in-house mod pack that we've put together, and you can accomplish something that's similar to this with shaders and all kinds of stuff, but all those things come at performance detriment and impacts and things like that. So being able to have this level out the box, designed from the ground up to have all of that beauty built in, it's really cool to see. but you can really see the erosion there where it makes sense. Things aren't growing in the areas where they shouldn't be, and they're growing where they should be growing. They have so that's the flyover showing the erosion, the transition between the river and the forest biomes. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Hytale's world was always intended to be curated and procedural. This means designers have significant control over what happens or what appears in the world and how, even though it's procedural. So that's really cool. We're gonna be able to actually change what is being, how do I explain it really? Star Citizen is doing something similar. They have a preset of parameters, I guess you could call them, for each of these different types of vegetation or trees or mushrooms or ground cover or other things like that, entities presumably as well. And this probably goes into tile structures for things like villages. Being able to have parameters where they naturally occur, and then it will meet the if and ors of that generation and then either come to be or not come to be. That's really cool. I think they actually show something where they're editing the world gen on the fly down below. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to check that out together. They said a great example of this in V2 is the pattern of the scaling system. The idea is that we can configure a pattern that determines where props are placed in the world. Yeah, so patterns they call them here. Those are going to be like your different parameters of where things are going to be generated. So if it meets the correct parameter, maybe it's a tempercy, maybe it's a moisture content. It has to be next to water or something like that for, sugarcane, maybe mushrooms. They like to shade underneath a certain type of oak tree or something like that. They will just happen. Really, really cool to see though. Beautiful pictures. Look at that. I mean, you have a little tree crossing, little land bridge type deal here. 3 different types of trees right here that we can identify. Let's check out this picture. We have some mushrooms here. Some other type of vegetation in the backdrop there as well. Some hanging vines, some sticks on the ground, it looks like. One of the other things that I really like as well, now you can do this with a mod in Minecraft, but having the smaller branches coming off of the trees, they get smaller and smaller as they go out and the leaves are attached to them. I'm hoping the trees can actually be identifiable as their own entities, so that way either built into the engine or with modding, we can make it to where you can use like a tree feller mod. But it looks like the roots of the tree actually go down below. Look, you can see parts of the tree coming through the soil here, and then you have some hanging roots and stuff. Really, really awesome to see that level of detail. Here we have some borers, some type of mushrooms. It looks like these have a particle effect attached to them, some type of red particle effect that's going to come off them. More sticks, little stones on the ground. A lot of people have been comparing this to Vintage Story as well. Vintage Story is another one of my favorite games. I absolutely love Vintage Story. Another great image here underground, you can start to see how these bioluminescent mushrooms and things like that can really enhance the world. You have some hanging vines. Really awesome to see these underground biomes get some life in them. Yeah, they say right there, glowing mushrooms only appear in sheltered areas. So there's going to be a way for it to identify, is this sheltered from outside or not? Meadow of flowers spawn in a dip. Surrounded by small trees and boulders. So you got a little meadow of flowers, you got rabbits. Maybe the rabbits spawn where there's a lot of flowers. They're spawning in the valleys and things like that. Bellex says, yeah, random chunks in Minecraft always was a problem. For best looking worlds, you had to use a world edit or something similar to make a static world. Some world gen plugins did okay. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with you there. A lot of hand-curated things in order to get a truly custom, good-looking experience. You don't have all those overhangs and floating bits and things like that. Cat Died says, working on a new Vintage Story server right now. I had a corrupt world file, and the backups are also corrupted somehow. Really devastated about it. Oh no, man. I love Vintage Story. I think Vintage Story really shines with its level of detail, and I think that's something that we'll be able to bring into Hytale, if I'm being honest. One of my favorite things to do in Vintage Story is the blacksmithing, and the actual hammering out of the voxels and the nitty-gritty of needing to create your kilns and your vases and then firing them and then making your crucible in order to hold your molten metals, melting the metals, pouring them into ingots, getting the ingots, reworking them on your forge to reheat them up, and then hammering them into the different shapes in order to make your final product. I love the detail on the systems that they have in Vintage Story, and I'm hoping that we can get some of that brought over into Hytale. I don't see why not, right? Hytale is a really great platform to bring a lot of those voxel-based systems. I don't know how small you can actually do the voxels in Hytale. I guess that'll, to be determined, but I don't see why it would be out of the realm of possibility. Cat Died says it's so detailed. Yes, absolutely. I love the detail associated with it. Core mods. So with V2's API, WorldGen programmers can implement mods that automatically work with the node editor and plug into other vanilla and modded features. V2 architecture enables the development of strong capabilities by implementing simple interconnected components. What they're trying to say, I think, is that all these things are going to be so easily connected to one another. You're going to be able to have your trees that you want to make hook into a certain biome or a certain set of parameters that can then be hooked into by the modding community. And think of it kind of like having a Forge or a Fabric API, a core set of rules for modding because it's built in with that structure from the ground up. Being able to have that built in so that everything is just going to inherently be compatible with one another, unless there's some type of direct incompatibility. And by direct incompatibility, I mean there could be something that's going to edit a biome that you edit the exact same thing. There's going to be some type of conflict there. I don't know how they're going to handle those. Hey, Amber, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. They went out to Saw, Greer, Jade, Voodoo, Radu. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the support. We do have a super chat goal going right now of 5. I really appreciate the support though. Everyone who's over on Patreon, all of my channel members, thank you guys so much for the continued support. You guys are the reason why we're going to be able to have a server day 1 for Hytale and any other cool game that comes out as well. You guys are the reason why we have the infrastructure. So thank you guys so much for the support. Amber, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that. So they say our APIs are also automatically multi-threaded. There you go, right there. Kat, I know you were wondering about that. I was as well. So the API is automatically multi-threaded to provide full read access to the surrounding world context, simplifying logic and freeing up mod developers to focus on capabilities. So what is that? So multi-thread, what is that actually? Are they talking about like core multi-threading? Is that what they're talking about right there? It's going to allow it to be multi-threaded. I think I don't know what other context they could be using multi-threading for. So that has to be what they're talking about, right? I mean, you guys are reading that right there with me. So for this blog post, we're focusing on the goals and overall direction. We'll go more in detail into the technical details after launch. So there's going to be so many details coming out, guys. This is the node editor example. I watched this, but I want to watch this with you guys again. Basically, what this is going to show us is with our visual node editor, creators can build advanced procedural content by configuring and linking simple nodes. When editing WorldGen, the world live reloads in game. So this is what I was talking about. You're able to edit the parameters of these WorldGen parameters and see the effects of them in real time. We're going to be able to see it in real time in Engine. This is all to make creating advanced biomes easier and faster. So imagine you finally get the formula for your perfect biome. You want to make one of the biomes that I really like from one of the mods that I use. I think it's Oh, the Biomes We've Gone. It's like a witchwood. It has these mystical orange trees with all of these illuminating things, and it looks very mystical at night, but it's also very dark, so monsters can still spawn there. It's a very magical place. You really get a sense of magic when you walk in there. You'd be able to create the parameters using this flow chart of sorts, which I'm going to show you guys here. Let's actually get this started up in the background. You're able to use this flow chart like this to make your biome, export it, and now you have your own biome parameters, and I'm assuming that you can use custom assets in this generation as well. Guys, we are pushing past 60 live viewers. Great to have you guys here. Check this out. In real time, he's able to change the height map, able to change the different parameters that are associated with these biomes. But like says, good to see multi-threaded processes. That was always an issue with Minecraft Java, and its single-threaded design really limited how you could scale large worlds with a lot of people. Absolutely, yeah. Now, I'm not sure what the extent of their multi-threading is going to be, but I know they are trying to build it with performance in mind. But he's able to connect these different pieces together in this flowchart style design here, change the parameters for each one of them as well on the fly, and then see the effects of it in real time so that you can make the biome of your dreams all in engine. Tell me that's not one of the coolest things you've ever seen. Look at that, he's changing the height map right there. Absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on these tools. I'm going to do so many streams with you guys showing off all these different tools, making all kinds of cool stuff together. I want to use Blockbench. I want to make some mods and things like that, some models. I'm going to be looking for contractors, anybody who wants to do some work for the Hallowed Ground and Intersleuths server, please let me know. We're going to be bringing something really special to life, and we're going to need all the help we can get. If there's anyone in the community who wants to help with some freelance stuff to help bring the world to life, please let me know. What is he editing here? This is thickness. You can change the material, it looks like. Material is solid rock stone. So that's what he's using right now for his material. He's going to add some other type of material in. This is soil grass. Is this going to replace it? Or is this, yeah, it's going to completely, oh, it's just replacing the top layer. Look at that. The bottom layer is still stone. That was pretty cool to see. So in real time biome editing, what is this one here? This is a cliff example. Let's check this out. It's just a very short video here, but what's he going to change? He saved something. Oh, there it goes. Change the whole design of the side of that rock there. This is material examples. Let's check this one out. What's he going to do here? He's going to add another leg coming off of this chart. He's going to save it. We're going to get to see it update in real time here. So he changed the material, it looked like. Anything above the floor, according to his parameter, updated to the new material. Oh, these are props. Okay, so we're going to get to see how the props actually work with world generation. So this is talking about things such as points of interest, vegetation, decorations. You're going to have precise control over the placement, rules, and distribution of them in the world. Props are distributed, on a custom procedural point grid. He's going to save it. It's going to paste in some small trees, looks like. There they go. So I guess trees are considered props, I guess. You're going to be able to add in trees, POIs, vegetation, mushrooms, all those different things right in there. Hey, Hysterical Duck, thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Great to have you. What do we got here? Increasing the size of the forest patches, editing the tree local mask. What is this a picture of? The following is a set of future pack examples that do not reflect the content that will exist in adventure. Oh, so these are just some off-the-cuff crazy things that they wanted to show you, that in case you want to be able to do things like that, you can. So you can see here they have this multi-layered flying bits of rock and stuff. Hey, Amber, thank you for the super chat. First out of 5 super chat towards the super chat goal. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I did see this. Okay. We have floating islands, multi-layered floating islands, and a crazy giant whale in the background. They have a video of it. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Check this out. How crazy is that? Let's go back a little bit here. Back to the beginning. There's a freaking giant whale flying through the back. The leaves flying through the front. Absolutely amazing. Now, this just goes to show you, you're going to be able to do some really crazy stuff with this, right? You're going to be able to truly bring your vision to life. Here we have scuba diving underwater. There's that same whale scaled down, looks like. Some fish, a shipwreck, all of these assets. Maybe you have the boat set to only spawn in deep oceans or something like that, or a certain type of water biome. Boom, there you go. You have your generation. What is this? Flying pterodactyl things with these giant overarching pillars of sorts with a forest down below. Really, really cool looking place. Some more floating islands. I'm not a huge fan of floating islands, but I could see how they would have some purpose in a world. If that's what you were looking for, you can do it. Procedural rings. This is a really cool little short where they show off just some craziness that you'll be able to do. It's so eerie. I'm gonna pause it right there so it doesn't go to the end screen just yet, but we're gonna be able to make this. This kind of reminds me of the end from Minecraft, doesn't it? Kind of reminds me of the end. It's like this vast, empty area with just some strange structures, maybe some slight vegetation or whatever can grow there. Biomes and dimensions in Hytale are going to be so cool, and I'm hoping we can make our own dimensions on the fly in engine. We don't need multiverse or some other mod or something like that in order to make it possible. Being able to actually make a portal that just goes to another dimension, and that dimension could just be something as simple as a super flat world or anything like that. Hysterical Duck says it's an eye with a circle, and the circle is its pupil. Oh, I can kind of see that, yeah. That's so creepy. And they talk about going forward. So keep in mind that we are already, or that we are in early access. Many systems are still under active development. And this is something that I've wanted to stress, or that I have been stressing for the longest time with you guys, is please keep in mind that the game is not going to be perfect right here at launch. Simon has told us himself that there's a lot of work still to be done. They've only had it for several weeks, and there's a lot of work to be done on it. They just got it back from Riot Games. Tons and tons of work still needs to be done to it. So they're going to be working on the core features in the coming months. They're going to be doing all kinds of things. It's probably going to change so much over the next several months. There's going to be hecticness when the game first launches. Things are going to be broken. Things are going to be buggy. There's going to be all kinds of problems. I mean, look at every launch of every game since forever. There's going to be some problems. So we need to curb our expectations of what is actually going to come with Hytale at launch. Give them time to cook. And that's why I urge people, if it's not for you just yet, let it cook. Give it some time. Use code SLEUTH if you're going to be hopping in day one. Help support the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows over on Twitch, guys. Really appreciate it. And thank you guys for all the new subscriptions. German 3D printing nerd, how's it going? Welcome into the stream, Crash. Great to see you, buddy. They say, as part of our push to support creators at every step, we're publishing first-party tutorials, guides, and documentation to train the community alongside us. That's really, really cool. We're going to be able to see all of the documentation on how we're going to be able to use these systems to our advantage. And that is just amazing to see. Their first short over the first short term, we'll be focusing on performance improvements. So right there, Cat Dad, they're working on getting that performance as high as they possibly can, upgrading existing features and making the asset structure more modular and flexible. In the long run, we're planning on a ton of really cool features, such as ruins and buildings, organically growing fauna, and increased diversity and cohesion of waterfalls, and more. Community feedback and suggestion will directly shape the future of Hytale's world generation. And I think that's super true because we're going to be able to directly affect the world generation as well. Bricks over on Twitch says, Simon just retweeted on X of someone who made Doom in Hytale. I got to go see this. Really? Let's go see. Let's go straight to Simon's page. Doom running in Hytale. We got to check this out. Let's click this. Let's watch this. I'm going to mute it and I'm going to pause it and I'm going to get the quality up higher for you guys because it's super blurry. There we go. Let's check this out. This is Doom. Simon just retweeted this. Thank you, Bricks, for letting me know about this. What the heck is that? Oh, it's the... Oh my gosh. Are you serious? They're literally playing Doom. They have like a controller in their hand of the rock. And Bricks, appreciate it, man. This is crazy. This shows you the endless possibilities of what you can do. Now, some people may not think this is anything super crazy impressive. How many people are actually going to sit there and play Doom inside Hytale? I don't know, but the fact that you can do it is amazing. They're not just turning Hytale into playing Doom, they're playing Doom in Hytale. That's crazy. That's absolutely amazing. Go check that out, guys. Go check his tweet. I'm going to, I gotta retweet that. That's amazing. That is so cool. So this all paints the picture that they have a lot in the works for Hytale. I like to look at it as a platform. There is so much that's going to be able to be brought into the world. I mean, check out these amazing screenshots. Such a beautiful world. We saw the gliders. Here's some type of frost skeletons or something right here in this little snowy patch, some gold ore in the foreground. Look at the rolling hills, the fog, and the beauty of this world. Look at how magical that looks. Now, I do know that different factions will presumably be able to interact with each other in different ways. That being said, we do know of one faction already that's kind of like the Nerubians or something from World of Warcraft. It's the bug creatures. There's like the Brood Queen, the Hive Guard. There's all these different entities that are a part of this same faction, and they spawn in this area that has like these big chrysalid looking things coming out of the ground. Really cool faction, really cool biomes and things that we've seen so far about them. Maybe this is their home world or something. I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at here, but really, really cool visuals. Some type of alien world. Large standing stones are procedurally generated using terrain and position fields of the Whisper Frost Frontier. Very crazy looking magical obelisks coming up out of the ground. The lush oasis and the howling sands. So you could be in the desert and then you can find these super vibrant, lush biomes with, is this a, some type of buildings and stuff down there as well? An important note from Simon, as I previously mentioned a few days ago, this new approach to world generation will refine the block game genre. For the first time, artists and game designers can take full ownership of world generation with complete control over the final results. This is a fundamental shift away from a world shaped shaped almost solely by programmers. We are really going to be able to truly make these our own. Check this out. This is the alt verses. So you have Orbis, Nexus, Numdrassil. We have Tor Belin and Karpak. All of these different worlds and dimensions, or I don't know exactly what we're seeing, but I'm assuming these are different entire worlds that we'll be able to visit. Note, he says, not every concept will ship, but together they represent the direction we're taking as we continue to expand the game. So there's all of these different worlds and biomes and things that they're working on. We are internally expansive, just as we envisioned years ago beyond Orbis. So they started with just Orbis, which is the basic world that we're going to have for survival. I'm taking it. And then we're going to have these different dimensions and stuff potentially coming in. We plan to explore alternative worlds, new dimensions, and entirely different spaces. So there you have it right there. We're going to be getting all kinds of stuff. Voodoo Actual in the flesh. How's it going, brother? You need to send me a message on Discord, brother. It has been a while, man. I hope you're doing good. Great to see you, man. Voodoo Actual, longtime supporter and follower and supporter of the channel, man. Really great to see you, community member from a long time back. Gosh, how long's it been, brother? Great to see you, man. Oh, and you can just download all images and videos right there with one click of a button. But that is just one single spotlight and blog post about World Gen V2. They have a whole thing on lore and a breakdown of all the different characters and things that we may get to see, different divine goddesses, it looks like, all of the different creatures. They go into depth so much. Here's another really cool one. Voodoo says, doing all right, still overseas. Oh, you're still deployed out there, man? Gotcha. Well, it's great to hear from you, man. I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right. Freaking awesome to have you here, brother. We're looking at Hytale right now. It comes out in, let's see, when does it come out? 1 day, 17 hours, 57 minutes, and 30 seconds. Super excited about this game. It's going to be absolutely amazing. They have a whole blog post on making models for Hytale and the depth that you can get. Pixel art and hand painted. They're a little more towards pixel art, as you can see. Immersive, fantasy stylized, flexible. They show you what their design structures are like. You can see the design models here. Not having round heads and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. But if you guys are wanting more in-depth looks at these things, let me know over on Discord. Send me a message in the Hytale channel over on the Inner Sleuths Discord. If you guys are new here and you'd like to join our community and get into our servers and stuff, day one, you guys can join us by typing !Discord in chat. That'll get you a link over to the Inner Sleuths official community Discord server, where we hang out and we play all kinds of games together. We play a litany of games that we do together as a community. We host servers for all kinds of stuff. So come and join us over there. I think the command only works on YouTube. I don't think it works over on Twitch. I am multi-streaming on Twitch as well, but a lot of the stuff doesn't carry over onto the Twitch platform just yet because I don't have all that stuff set up. Hopefully in the future, I'll get all that stuff set up still. But if you guys are wanting to join us, you can head over to www.cheekybugger.net, where you can fill out your application to become a verified CBU member. And actually, we're dropping the whole CBU thing. I just haven't changed my website yet over to Inner Sleuths, but everything's gonna be rebranded over to Inner Sleuths just to make it more easily accessible to everybody, easier to remember, all under one branding pretty much. But there's a lot to look forward to with Hytale. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you're most excited about. We looked at a lot of really cool stuff here today regarding the game. Make sure you guys go pre-purchase. If you're wanting to, you can reserve your name. Use code SLEUTH to help support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate all the super chats, the gifted subs, and the people who are signing up over on Patreon. We are shifting over to Patreon for our main support, so that way it's platform independent, but you guys can still become channel members here on the channel on YouTube. You can become subscribers over on Twitch as well. A lot of different ways to support our work here, but I greatly appreciate you guys. I really do want to keep this conversation going though. I'm super hyped. I'm going to be streaming as soon as I possibly can, get the server up and get in, even if it's just in single player. I want to get hands-on in Hytale ASAP as soon as it launches. I'm really excited for this. I don't know if you guys can tell. We do have a sub goal going. We're trying to reach 2,000 subs over on YouTube. Greatly appreciate every single sub. Voodoo says, thanks for the gift, Amber. Yeah, Amber gave away a bunch of gifted subs and she did a super chat as well. So thank you so much for that. If you want to get your name in the credits, you can go sign up over on Patreon and or become a channel member on any of the platforms, and your name will go in the credits, which will play here in just a short while as we're about to wrap things up. It'll be on the end in the credits. You'll get to see all of our supporters, and just a huge shout out to you guys. But let me know down in the comment section over on YouTube, once this becomes a video, what you guys are most excited about for Hytale. There is so much that I'm excited for. I cannot wait to make Hallowed Ground a realization, bring it to fruition in Hytale. It is going to be amazing. But sound off in the comments, what's your favorite thing about Hytale? And that's going to do it for us, guys. I'm going to get some food, take care of some things around here, and I'll be doing another stream probably tomorrow and the following day for the launch of Hytale. Really looking forward to seeing you guys here. Share the stream around with your friends so they can find out about Intersleuths going into Hytale. If you guys want to come into our server with us, all you got to do is join our Discord, go to the website, do the things. We can help you through the process. It's pretty easy now, pretty easy way to get into the community and have some fun with us. We have all kinds of clans, guilds, and orgs for various games. We have different private servers for a litany of different things that you guys can partake in and have some fun. I look forward to seeing you guys over on Discord. But thanks for taking this little bit of a deep dive into the different creator tools that we're going to be getting with Hytale in a couple short days. Well, less than a couple days. We're going to get our hands on it and be able to see it firsthand. I'm so stoked. I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. But until I see you guys in the next one, bye for now.